What's happening, YouTube? Crazy Johnny strikes again. Something's in the air. My friends over at Daily Stoic just dropped a video just moments ago about how to control your anger. Go figure. Popular topic these days. And the little pearl of wisdom that I plucked from that this morning is this. In some of my recent videos, I mentioned that you can't leave the past in the past, right? Because those scars affect you in the here and now. Your daddy kicked your ass, you slap your kid around because your dad did it to you, right? That kind of shit. You know what I'm talking about. And that scenario can be played out in many different ways, from small to ungodly, right? I'm not going down that road. But what is important is that shit in the past needs to stay back there. And when those scars affect you now, that's when you got to let it go, right? It's no longer serving you when it's fucking with you. If it's not giving you the wisdom that you need, then you need to let it go. Just like in this lesson this morning from the Daily Stoics, there's nothing you can do about what happened yesterday or last year. And it's foolish to let it affect you. And I agree with that, unless it's affecting you in a positive manner, right? You draw on those scars to better your life in the here and now. So, you got to learn how to leave the past in the past and utilize those lessons from the past to benefit you in the future. It's not that fucking complicated. If you go watch the Daily Stoics about anger and you listen to some of the shit I said, and in there are some fucking pearls, I'm telling you, because it's a bitch controlling one's anger. But you got to know where it's coming from first, right? My dumbass thought it was everybody outside pissing me off, right? I just want to be left alone. There's nothing wrong with me. Well, no, dumbass, you're fucking fucked up. You're an angry little prick because you've been through some shit and it ain't right to take it out on other people. So I learned. But I ain't going to dwell in it. It's a lesson well learned, right? It's like looking for the keys and laughing at myself because I'm road raging over nothing, right? Somebody put on their brakes. Somebody cut me off and I fucking lose my shit. Oh my God, I used to be terrible. And I know some other people, same. And that anger isn't because of what somebody did when they were driving. Because when you're not pissed off and someone cuts you off, you just kind of shake your head and you just turn the music up and who cares, right? They didn't kill you, who cares? They're a dumbass, they don't know how to drive, who cares? So you get my point. As things start to calm down for me, they've been pretty hectic the last few days, and I get a chance to just calmly go through and think about all this stuff. I can make sense of it now. I can figure out what I owe to the pain or to the wisdom, right? I know where I got the good information. I know where the bad information came from. So, as you start to figure that shit out, you have to do less figuring out, right? You've already got that figured out. You already got that figured out. You got that one figured out. And you got a couple more down there you ain't got to just yet. But you will. And you will draw on that shit in the past to keep you from fucking up in the future. I'm in a weird weird headspace, and it's a good headspace. How do you say this? I feel not on edge, I feel on guard. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm on guard. And ready to go to war, right? To build my future. And whatever comes my way, right? Means I got to go to war to a certain extent, whether it's with this shiesty loan broker or it's with a new neighbor that wants to let their fucking critters on my property because they've always done it, and now that I live there, they don't want to fucking get them. Well, whatever, right? You're always going to be faced with some adversity. And the question is, am I going to be angry, John? Or am I just going to fucking roll with it and find the fucking solution with the least amount of resistance? Right? Because I've always been that dumbass that's got to beat his fucking head against the wall and do it the hard way, right? Because I'm stubborn like that, right? And fuck you. I got it all figured out. Fuck you. You can't tell me what to do. There's an easier way. There's an easier way. You got to be smarter. Not stronger, not tougher. You got to be smarter, right? Usually the cats in the hood that had the most money, they weren't muscle. They were crafty, right? They had muscle right next door, right? But their craftiness got them to the top, right? The strength's from within, not from without, right? It's not what you can do with this. It's what you can do with this. You need this to protect this, but this does all the heavy lifting, right? Not your fucking hands. Think about that. Because the more you use your noggin, the less you have to use your fucking hands. And any good construction worker knows that. And any good gangster knows it too. So it's a lesson to be learned by all. It'll serve you. And when you figure some shit out and you start to feel better, you quickly realize it's not about you. And you want to do some good with your life. You want to give it forward, or maybe you want to learn about God or whatever, right? Your life starts turning. And that's what I feel like. My life is finally starting to turn because I'm acknowledging my shortcomings. I'm addressing them, figuring out how to best deal with them so they're no longer an interference with my happiness. And I'm not taking any of that out, happy or sad shit in me, out on other people. Right? I'm not. And when I do, I try to cop to it right away and squash it, right? Because I've made that mistake way too much in the past where I just would, fuck it. We'll deal with it when it comes, right? When this individual wants to squash it, they'll let me know, blah, blah, blah. Well, shit don't get squashed sometimes, and I don't want to be that guy no more. Just head on, let's talk, and on to the next, right? Move forward, go chase a smile. Fuck chasing all that drama. I got little pit bulls to chase, That's where my happiness is, and that's where I'm heading. So anyway, just wanted to share some more pearls of wisdom, my good mood, life is good. Yeah, I know, fucking watching my shit's like a roller coaster, I get it, but like I always say, here, and it comes out, makes me feel better, and it's in the moment. It's like snapshots, right? I get to see my silliness as I'm living my silliness. When I'm 80, dying in that fucking bed, rotting of cancer or some shit, hopefully I get to 80, right? I could watch my young, silly fucking self at 58 doing this nonsense and laugh at myself like, holy shit, look at you, homie, when you were young. Even though I feel old, but when I'm 80, this will be young, right? It's perspective. It's what angle my hand looks skinny. Now it looks fat, right? It all depends on how you look at it, right? My arm looks big, but watch, it looks small, right? How are you looking at it? It's all angles. Perspective. Sorry. too much coffee. Are you laughing? I hope so. Anyway, have a beautiful day. I think I will. I don't see no reason why not, so why think otherwise, right? All right, love you guys. Peace.